What's good, everybody? Injured here. Thank you for joining me today. I am joined by a wonderful guest all the way over in Sweden. He got his first computer when he was 4 years old and started playing video games then. He is now 19 and is regarded as one of the top players in BLC and also now in Battlerite. We are joined today by Klerny. Klerny, thank you so much for joining us. How are you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing all good, man. I've just been hanging around, doing certain things in BLC and Battlerite trying to improve. Hopefully that helped me a lot. How are you doing yourself?
I'm doing wonderful, man. I appreciate you asking. Do you still play BLC a little bit? You said that you're doing a little bit in BLC and BR.
I'm trying to get some BLC when I can, like doing some in-houses or trying to play some fun friends.
Oh, cool.
Only when I can, because it's kind of, I don't search solo queue in that game.
I completely understand that. Yeah, that'd be really difficult at this point.
Exactly.
So we're going to transition right into the questions. So thank you so much, and I hope you all enjoy this. So, Klerny, who would you say is your favorite champion in Battlerite, and why?
So I play basically everything in Battlerite. I don't know, if I would have to choose one champion, I'd probably say Lucy. I would want to say Paloma this because that was my main in BSC, but I think Lucy is like more my play style, and that was kind of what I transitioned into and felt the most interest of playing. Maybe it's because it was the most OP hero as well, but no, I like it.
What do you think about the change to Psychopomp? Psychopomp was somebody I loved a lot in BLC, and you and Troldachi actually helped me learn the character quite a bit. But she, in my opinion, is vastly different in Battlerite.
Yeah, she's like a complete other hero. She's not, like, you can't even regard her to being the Psychopomp as she was in BLC. Because she doesn't work in the same way at any point or any way. You can't really trade with anyone. You can't really put out any damage in a reliable way as you could in BLC. I don't think other side is as strong, even as it was in BLC, where you could actually save your teammates with it, not only set up your enemies for using it.
Right. It breaks my heart. She was so much fun to play in BLC, and I just can't. I can't play her in Battlerite. I just don't have as much fun with her. So who?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I totally agree with that. I think she was like the best champion and the most fun to play in BLC.
Yeah, man, I totally agree. Who was your least favorite champion in Battlerite, and why?
I gotta answer Rukon, because you like everything you do is just sit down, use Shadow Bolt for the whole game. I don't think that's fun to play. You just like whatever.
Sit there, spam M2, and then use your skills when people approach you.
Yeah, exactly. I want to be the guy that engages a fight and just go ham, and not only sit back. I don't think that's a fun way for people to watch, and I don't think that's how you should play a game. I think you want to have fun when you play a game. If you can have fun and still win, that's actually a really good point of why you should keep playing.
And that is probably why you like Psychopomp so much, just because she's like kind of in the fray doing her healing and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I hear you. So if your main did not exist, I'm sorry. Did you say you had a main? I know you said you kind of play everybody. You kind of settled on Lucy. Would you consider her your main?
I would consider myself a support main, yeah.
Okay, so if you did not have that main, then who would you play and why? Would it be that Esmo we saw in the tournament a little bit ago?
I think it would actually be Esmo or Yumong.
Okay,
I think those champions are fun.
And why is it just sheer the fun factor? Why are you being led to those two?
I don't know. I just think they're super fun. Maybe Esmo is a bit strong, so is Jumong though. But yeah, I just like their playstyle. It's kind of, you can go ham with them,
right,
and not only stay back. I think the champions where you can go ham with are actually the most enjoyable to play.
Yeah, totally. I like that too. That was some of the fun, I think, for BLC, was that kind of that chaos, that always having super a lot of action and having to adjust to that. So who would you say is the best team in Battlerite right now? And I'm talking about the players, not the champions.
I would say me and whoever I play with.
You and whoever you play with, it doesn't matter. Me and you could be the
Yeah,
best team.
yeah, sure.
Oh man, hey, I'm ready. You can pick me up next ESL and see if we can get some money in the go for. Sounds good.
Yeah, man, I can do that. It's no problem. Just hit me up.
Let's do it, man. All right, I'll be there next week.
Sure, man.
So, if you had a nemesis in game, who would you say is your nemesis? And again, talking about a player here, who is somebody that you see as your nemesis?
I don't like. I think some people could see me as a nemesis, but I don't. Like, I play with my team. I have like Condemned I play with right now. The rest is like non-existent for me. I don't really care who I face.
Okay, so you're not really worried about anyone in game right now?
No, I wouldn't say I'm worried about anyone.
Okay,
I think I know I can win against anyone with any champ. So yeah,
cool. Who would you say is your least favorite champion to face in game?
Rukon.
And is it back to that same reasons you hate just sitting there getting that
No.
M2 spam?
Oh well. The thing is, Rukon is just. I don't know how I can describe it in a good way, but Rukon is insanely OP. Where you can't out trade him. You can't. If you try and attack him, he's just gonna kill you, and you can't do anything about it. Pair it up with a Lucy, and you're like doomed. Doesn't matter what you do.
So how do you beat a Rukon? You just hope?
Don't. No, you just go AFK because you can't beat it. That's how I feel about the champion right now.
Oh man, I didn't realize that. Well, I hope.
I mean, I think the only way you can actually beat the Rukon right now is by cheesing it and trying to kill the other healer or whatever he plays with. But I don't think you can pick a legit healer comp and beat it.
Really,
then
wow.
You're gonna be extremely lucky.
Interesting.
Because Rukon has the best range ability, so you can't really outrange him either.
Yeah,
I
I know I definitely have had a hard time against some Rukons, but I didn't realize he felt that way up in the top tier. Because I do believe that people in the lower tier like me, I'm only at grade 11, and I got close to grade 12 at one point, but I'm at the low end of grade 11 now. And I think the way that we use the champions are very different than the way that people at your level use champions. So I didn't realize that was the case up there.
Yeah, I think Rukon, his job is basically just sit back. If the enemy champion approaches you, you just run away, and you're gonna eventually get into fog where you will kill them because your self healing is so much since the buffs to him. So you can't really out-trade him in any way.
Wow. I did not realize that. Thank you for that insight. Which champion from BLC are you most looking forward to making it in Battlerite? We almost have them all, but not quite.
I would like to see Headhunter, or I don't know. I think I would go with Headhunter because I think it was super fun to play. I think many people that knows what Headhunter are gonna be like, "Man, you're so dumb." But I think it was super fun to play.
If I'm not mistaken, Headhunter was the one that was broken for a long time in BLC.
I wouldn't call him broken. I would call everyone just doesn't know how to play against him. Maybe I was just super good and could play against him, or maybe I had the best Headhunter in my team. But yeah, it was only. I don't think it was anyone playing Headhunter besides one player.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if I can call it broken.
For those of you who don't know, he was an extremely mobile melee champion that had some counters and some interesting lifesteal opportunities in his kit, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I would call him. He was basically like Croak, but a bit worse.
Yeah, because he had a counter that would move him, and he had a double jump that would move him, and he had some healing built into his kit.
Yeah, so it was basically like Croak.
Yeah, super pain in the butt. Oh, man. What is the biggest change that you would like to see come into Battlerite right now?
Biggest change? I don't know what would be the biggest change. I would see so many changes to Battlerite right now, because the game is in the wrong position. It shouldn't be this way. It should be way higher movement speed. The hurt boxes of champions should be lowered. I also think hitboxes of some abilities are just insane. Rukon, Shadow Bolt, for example. I don't know. It's just so much I would want to see be implemented into BR.
The other thing that drives me crazy is the Bako, his shield slams, or it's not the shield slam, it's the other one I can't remember, shield charge, that I feel like I'm on the side of him and it grabs me and throws me into a wall, and I get so frustrated.
Yeah, that's how knockbacks works in this game. It's the same with Freya, where you just get stuck in and clap someone. with M1s.
Yep.
Like if you're trying to run away with like, let's say you're playing Thai against it, and then you press space to try to run away from his M1, you just get ported back into his M1s. It's so, I don't know. I don't know what they thought about knockbacks and how it works, but yeah, I think the hitboxes and hurtboxes are really weird in this game.
Yep. Yeah, I hear you. What? Okay, we're gonna transition into personal questions here a little bit. And so, what is your favorite food?
God. So my favorite food, I think I would go with something like, maybe a bit Swedish, but I would say meatballs and like pasta or something
Oh yeah.
with like some nice cheese on. It's actually really tasty and good. It's actually easy to make, so it has a point there.
And if I'm not mistaken, Swedish meatballs they have like a gravy sauce almost on them, right?
Um, yeah, they actually have. So I don't know really how I could explain that sauce, but it's in Sweden we call it brown sauce.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just basically a sauce that's brown.
Yeah, I was. You guys
It's
were.
kind of like a gravy, but little bit thicker.
Yes, I was telling Klerny earlier that I live in a very Swedish area in America, and everybody makes meatballs covered in that sauce here, and so that's the only reason I know about it. So,
Oh yeah,
I've tasted these. I don't know if they're as good as made back in Sweden, but I have had the meatballs you're talking about, and they are quite
yeah.
tasty. So I appreciate that. Can you?
There's so many different meatballs. I
Oh
can
yeah.
tell you that.
Uh, Tell me a story, or tell me the most embarrassing story that has ever happened to you.
Most embarrassing that has ever happened to me.
Yep.
Man, there's so many embarrassing things that happened to me.
That's what Finlev said.
I don't know what I could pick the most embarrassing.
Tell us a funny one then. Do you have a funny embarrassing story?
Oh yeah, of course I have funny embarrassing stories. But I mean, so basically, one night we were out with I was out with my friends. So we made a bet. Well, it wasn't like really a serious bet, but it was like two guys are gonna go sleep in a bush for one night. It was like in the middle of the city as well, so everyone would see it. Um, so yeah, then we did play this game of rock paper scissors of who would be needing to sleep there. So we were actually doing it, and of course I was like gonna lose that, so I ended up being one of them. So I just was sleeping in a bush in the middle of the city one night.
So this is at a bus stop or a bus that was going through the city?
No, as a bus stop.
At the
It's
bus
kind
stop,
of like
like at the
it was like
bench
in the
where they'd pick you up.
no, it was like in the middle of the street or the way. So it wasn't like just hidden. It was like literally in the middle. People would need to walk over me to get past me.
Oh gosh.
That's that was the most embarrassing thing with it. And then when we woke up, there was like already people just staring at us. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know.
And so you just did that on a whim
That
with
was
your friends.
Yeah, we might have been a little bit tipsy when we did it.
Yeah, like
But
that
I
makes
mean,
more sense. Yes.
yeah. But I mean, yeah, whatever. That was an experience in itself.
And how old were you when this happened?
17.
Oh man, you're a young buck still.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah. What would you say is the proudest moment in your life?
I don't know what would be the proudest, but I think anything where I kind of succeed with something is actually like that's probably when I feel the proudest of something. When I succeed with anything like really good. It could be anything because I play soccer as well,
Oh,
or
okay.
football as we call it here.
Yes, that's right.
Um, if I make like good saves or so I had many games where like trainers from the other team actually came to me after and like said I'm gonna be super good when I grow up and I'm gonna uh, be like a pro football player.
Oh,
That's kind of like super fun to hear. I'm
yeah.
get kind of proud by doing that. Or when I just succeed in game and make like really good plays. I mean, I kind of expect it by myself, but I'm still like proud.
So the big thing for
Even
you
though,
is you like succeeding in high competitive instances.
yeah, I would call that correct.
Yeah, awesome. Who do you look up to in life?
So, I mean, I guess my parents, of course.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of lame to say, I guess. But I mean, I kind of. So I had this when I was young, or well, even now, I had this from Netherlands. There was a guy named Edwin van der Sar, and he was a goalkeeper as well.
Oh, okay.
I'm goalkeeper in football or soccer,
Mm-hmm.
and he's also a goalkeeper. And he played for my favorite team, Manchester United, back in the days. And yeah, I always looked up to him and wanted to be as good as him.
Mm.
And I kind of play like him as well. Watch how he plays and all that.
Nice.
So I
Yeah.
always had him like, man, I want to be like this guy when I grow up. Be like super good.
Well, maybe one
I always
day
had that
he'll
dream.
shake your hand and say, "Well played, sir."
Yeah, maybe not. We'll see.
You're,
Might happen.
hey, you never know. If
Never know.
if you could have dinner with anyone, alive or dead, who would it be?
Dude, give me a Edwin van der Sar right now.
Say that again
I,
for me.
dude, give me the same guy as I look up to, Edwin
Oh,
van
the
der
same
Sar.
guy. Yeah, that's who
Yeah,
you'd want to head with.
yeah, for sure. I would want to sit in a dinner with him, talk football. Yeah, I know.
And
That
have
would
him
be so
try
fun.
your famous Swedish meatballs.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm gonna stand there, cook them even.
Yeah,
I'm
nice.
gonna be the one making the meatballs.
Right.
This proves how much I actually like this guy.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Well, we're going to transition into what I call character revealing questions. And so, what is your favorite word?
My favorite word is monkey.
Monkey. Why monkey?
This is such a way you can use it for so many things. It's like if someone misplays, I just tell them they're monkeys.
Oh,
I
so
just tell them, dude, you're such a monkey. So
see,
my team is condemned, and I can tell you that guy heard it several times that he's a monkey.
he
He
might
heard
believe it
it.
here soon.
Yeah, so I'm so happy about Discord because they have this monkey emote. Holy shit, I just spammed that to everyone. I think that's just the best emote ever.
Nice. Well, I'm going to take a look out for it. I'm going to be spamming it to you next tournament, all right?
Yeah, sure, do it. I would enjoy it.
Cool. What is your least favorite word?
Least I don't really have a least favorite word. Like if someone tells me something, I don't get triggered by it. It's like
Okay.
whatever, man. Just say what you want. I don't really care what you say, but I mean,
Yeah. Is there
say what
any
you
word
want.
that you hear and you just don't like hearing it? You know, I know a lot of people who hate the word moist.
Uh, well,
Nothing,
no, I
nothing
don't.
bothers you like that?
No, I don't. I don't think I really bothers about any like word usage.
All right.
Because in Sweden, everyone just says random shit all the time, so I'm used to it, I guess.
Okay, gotcha. So, what would you say turns you on creatively, spiritually, or emotionally? Or, in other words, what brings you joy?
I mean, isn't that like kind of the same question where I succeed? I make like something happen. I make good play. I get a prize for anything that I've done good. I win something. I mean, that's just.
So,
I
part of it
guess
for
that that's
you is you think competition brings out that creativity in you, brings you out to a whole new level.
yeah. I mean, emotionally, I don't think I can. So I have always had this problem where I don't show emotions.
Okay.
I mean, I just can't do it. I barely. I mean, I can show when I'm happy, but I don't show. I don't really like show it on my face or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, yeah. So emotionally, I don't know what could actually brings me something emotionally. But I mean, yeah,
I understand
whatever.
that. I'm very similar to that, so I hear you, brother. What would you say turns you off though? What brings out the rage in Klerny?
Probably when people disagrees with me when I know I'm right. I don't know how triggered I get by that. But when I know I'm right of something and someone is gonna argue about it, I'm like, come on, dude, don't do this to me. Because I always start arguing then, and it's like they might hear that monkey word a lot then.
Yeah, right. What is your favorite curse word?
monkey.
Is that a curse word?
I mean, you could use it as anything.
All right. Hey, I'm okay with
I
that.
mean, how happy would you be if I called you a fucking monkey?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't care. I don't get upset by anything either.
No, I mean, but I mean, it's just a fun curse word.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it always depends on how you use words.
Yeah, that
I
is
like to
true.
use it as a curse word.
Mm-hmm.
If someone like plays bad, I just tell them you play like a monkey.
And then when they start acting like one, you say, "See."
I mean, they just start acting like I'm doing shit as well. So, yeah, I don't know. I just like the word.
Yeah.
You can use it in so many ways.
Hey, I feel the same way about other words too. What sound or noise would you say that you love?
Sound of victory.
That
I hear it a lot.
is a good sound. What sound would you say that you hate?
I don't know. I've never heard the sound of losing, so I couldn't answer that. But you know, when someone like against a paper, if you have your nails like rubbing the paper, I don't know, that feeling I get, it makes like a really quiet or
Yes.
low sound, and I can't handle that.
I do know what you're talking about.
I mean, I don't know.
Makes
I
your
just
skin
dislike
crawl a
it.
little.
Yeah, it's for sure does.
Yeah.
So if someone's gonna tilt me at Lance, just bring a paper and your nails, and you're gonna be good.
All right, we're gonna try
That's
to
what
remember
we-
that. If we ever get a LAN at Battlerite, we're all gonna bring paper to scratch while you're playing.
Yeah.
What profession other than your own would you like to attempt one day?
I don't. I mean, I kind of like go with whatever happens. I don't have like special things I want to attempt. I mean, I just like what life brings me. I guess I just go with it.
So nothing's like no pipe dream that you're saying one day I hope I get to do this or try this.
I mean, I guess no, I don't really have like a dream I would want to do. I mean, I don't have anything I want to happen to me. I just whatever happens to me, and I'll go with it.
Okay. So this may be the same answer then. Is there any profession that you would never like to do?
I mean, I would like to do everything, but I mean,
Yeah.
I still don't. It's still not like I don't really have something I don't want to happen to me, or well, do
Right.
rather happen, of course. But I mean, it's not something I'm afraid of that could possibly put me in a situation where I need to do it. So I don't know. I don't really have something about those at all.
Okay.
It's just whatever happens to me happens to me.
All right. So last question. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say to you when you arrive?
I mean, I would enjoy to hear him say that I'm a monkey.
That was like so similar to the answer that Finlev gave. He wanted him to say something kind of offensive. I think it was his favorite cuss word too, is what he would want God to say to him. That is hilarious. And so, is there any reason for that? You just think it'd be funny, or what is the reason behind that?
It would be funny, man. It just shows that God has some sense of humor.
Right.
I mean, I would probably say he's a monkey as well, but I mean, fun times.
Great.
I have a problem with if heaven exists though, because there is so many people I heard that they were gonna go to heaven. So I just tell them instead of actually me meeting them in heaven, I'd rather just go to hell.
Wow, that is a bold statement, sir.
Yeah, it's a bold statement, but I mean, some people are too much.
You despise those people that much, huh?
I mean, if it exists, so no one heard about it, or no one ever apparently been there, so it can't be that bad.
We'll see one day, maybe. You know, who knows how it'll turn out. But
who knows?
I appreciate you letting me interview you. Do you have anything you'd like to say as closing remarks to the viewers who may be watching this?
I guess. I mean, I'm just gonna win everything I play, I guess. Root for me or don't. Hate me or don't. I mean, I'm just gonna be myself. Did you like me or not?
So basically, you are claiming your stake here in the Battlerite community. You are deciding to be a top player always, and you do not care what people got to say about it.
I wouldn't call me a top player. I would call me the best player, but yeah.
All right. Well, guys, you heard it here from Klerny. I hope you enjoyed it, and you all have a wonderful day. Peace.